Bounty Hunter sound check.
Yep, you're good.
Hey, we can hear you.
Everybody hear me?
Yep.
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 Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't need I don't need any time though. I should be good. I wrote out my different options and I just need to pick one.
All right. All right. So last week, you guys went back to the water temple, had a massive greeting, met a bard, and then you were sneaking around at night. Varus was, and discovered that the bard was thinking about trying to kill you, but the commander of the Air Knights thought you were still useful. And we ended with that.
Yeah, it was irritable.
I think at this point the gig is up, and you guys know these are the air cultists.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't we like willfully ignoring that though?
Yeah, we kind of had that concept when we came back here. We were trying to get information about where the fire cult might be because these guys clearly have a better oversight of the entirety of the mountainous region. So we were trying to use them while fooling them into thinking that they were using us.
Okay. Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm going to leave Roll20. I'll be right back.
All right.
And by the way, I talked to Ken last week. I decided to change my class.
Go on.
I've changed from being just a straight warlock to a sorcerer/warlock.
Go on.
That's it.
Oh, did you
Basically.
Did you
Yeah, y'all see
retcon
the new-
anything, or did you just add a level of sorcerer on for level 8?
Oh, I retconned it, so I've still got 3 levels of warlock, but I'm basically a 5 sorcerer, 3 warlock.
Nice.
Well, that sounds exciting. I'm trying to remember what I know about 5e sorcerers to know what a level 5 sorcerer is capable of.
Fireball, basically.
Do you have chaos magic?
No, did y'all see the UA that came out today?
Today? No, I
seen
haven't
it
seen the
yet.
one from today.
You're trying to get in on my fireball gig, man.
Well, I got tired of not being able to do any damage.
As long as no one shoots at me anymore.
You now have 2 people who are going to hit you with fireballs.
I swear to God, if someone else hits me with a fireball, I will attack them.
I have a feeling that might happen anyway.
I can't say I blame you. There's the new UA.
Yeah, I'm reading it now, actually. I just went on the website.
What is Gothic's opinion on being hit by a watery sphere?
Probably not good. Let's do that.
We're level 8, right? I'm not
Yeah.
losing my mind.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're level 8. So are you favored soul?
No, I went with stone sorcerer. It's the one at the very bottom.
Did you link it?
They
in
finally
Skype or something?
fixed.
Do what?
No, but it's not. If you Google Unearth Arcana, it'll come up. This should be the first
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
They finally fixed favorite soul. It was way OP before.
it's still pretty OP.
Well, I didn't do anything
Yep.
exciting. I just took another level of wizard and got my 4th level spells.
All right. We will. By the way, Varys, I reserve the right to make you stop multi-classing with UA if it turns out to be too OP of a combination, because they
That's
aren't
cool.
really balanced for that. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
So basically, you can just make like stone shields.
I only have level 5 in sorcerer, so I can really only do sorcerer things until level 6.
Well, you get the armor class. Okay.
Yeah, I get the AC. So basically, I've got
Oh, that's the same thing that the dragon sorcerer gets, isn't it? Though.
this guy gets a shield, but I don't have a shield right now.
Yeah, you need another level for that.
Well, no, I don't have a physical shield.
He
With
physically
block
does
with.
not possess.
Oh
the
no!
shield.
He gets proficiency with shields.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're saying.
And there's smites, but I don't have many spell slots. Spells, so I didn't take one. Or well, no, I took one. I think I did.
My problem is I know too many damn spells.
Yeah, I like the fighter ones. Some of them are just sweet.
And also, I talked to Ken. We had a wizard in the group before Sai came. He quit, I think a little
time
before a little bit before we finished the first campaign. And he had a staff of defense. And Ken was going to let me have that. Since it's basically just gone to the void.
No complaints here.
Yeldar forgot that he had it. He was going to tell you. He remembered while we were fighting the Gorgon. And then he got turned to stone.
That works.
I got a sword, so, science.
Oh, and you can take the Elven Chain back. I don't need it anymore.
I don't think anyone needed it but you.
Did it not give you...
I'll take a look at it, but it might have been a 1 armor class increase.
Yeah, it was like a 1 armor class AC for me. But,
It's basically chain +1, and you don't have to have proficiency with it to use it.
yeah, I think you gave it to me because you had a shield. But then on an armor defense now, I think I've got a 16 straight up.
Chain mail or chain shirt?
Chain
Chain
shirt.
shirt, right? Yeah.
It should give you
So-
16.
14 plus dex. Let me compare. Oh yeah, so it would be a 1 increase for me.
No one's going to tell me what to do. I hate you guys.
I don't know.
Read my own character options. Screw all your little numbers down there in the chat. I was reading about Everard's black tentacles.
Don't use
Well,
that on me.
I took +2 strength. So I don't know.
Yeldar, the mobile feat, no opportunity attacks for you is useful, but you don't need the extra 10 feet of speed. You already have tons of speed.
So it's a no-brainer to take 2 decks, right? I mean,
Yeah,
If I
okay.
were playing that character, I would take the 2 decks.
you're gonna get the 2 decks at some point. Let's be realistic. Why not?
Well, yeah. I'm at 20 decks now.
It's not like I hit you ever anyways.
And
That's
dex
true.
increases your armor too. So
Yeah, it brings it to 21. Well, it should. I don't know why it's not.
21 or 20?
20. Sorry, my bad. Let me see something.
You have to like stop typing and leave the box for to like change the other boxes.
Yeah, but it's still saying that I have 16 AC, which there's no way that I do.
Yeah,
No, it's
mine's
just-
not updating either.
Well, actually, it is updating. It's just updating wrong, and I have to figure out why.
Hold on, let me take a look at it.
Or maybe I've been giving myself 18 armor class for... 19 armor class for no reason.
Well, you have magic items, don't you?
I have 2, each are AC plus 1, which brings me to 19. But...
Okay, so let's see here. Martial arts. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, let me look up monks and do some calculations. You have 2 plus 1 magic items, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel like you should be at 19 or 20.
Well, the problem is that I've been under the impression that I've been 19. I'm pretty sure that's what I've been telling you. And now I think that brings me to 19. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Alright. 10 plus dex plus whiz. So 15,
Oh,
18.
yeah, it's calculating wrong. One of my plus ones are not in there.
Okay.
Yeah, let me edit. No, it's adding the 2 plus to my... Oh, there it is. Custom AC. 10 plus dex plus whiz. Core. Nope.
Yeah, it's not adding the +1 for me.
Did you drag and drop the shield into your inventory? You don't have a shield. Where are you
No.
getting your... I'm talking to Varus right now. Where
Oh,
are you
sorry.
getting... Sorry.
There's no item. There's no item for Staff of Defense. So I clicked on the gear, and I changed my global AC to 1, and it's not doing anything.
Yeah, let me take a look real quick.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, that's the only thing that may be OP about this. I'm not sure it's OP, but it gets the shield, and I think that's the only sorcerer that gets a shield without multi-classing.
Yeah, this looks like it's designed to be kind of a semi-frontline fighter.
Yeah, I probably would have taken this if it had been available earlier.
I don't
It's
know,
super
just
lame that
just
you
had
can't
it-
drop them over cliffs.
Super lame than what?
That spell, this like water sphere,
Oh, you mean the water sphere?
you can't drop them off a cliff.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how you use it.
Well, it says if it moves over a pit or cliff or other drop, it safely descends until it is hovering 10 feet over the ground.
Unless you stop concentrating on it.
And I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, or they'll be really far down the ground. Well, they'll be really far away from you.
So you just gotta like whip it off the edge and stop real fast before it goes down.
Or, use your illusion permanency to make an illusionary floor real for a minute, move the water sphere over the floor, dismiss the water sphere, dismiss the floor.
I don't think the magic is conscience. I don't think the illusion would succeed at that. But, alright, so it is next morning. You guys wake up in your room with the dawn. What is it that you wish to do?
Well, we were waiting to have a meeting with the guy again, right? Didn't he say that we would discuss things in the morning? I may be misremembering.
Yeah, I think that's
so.
where we left it. Varys had snuck around, and then I think we were talking about. I had suggested maybe I sneak around as an option, and we just said no. We'll do it. We'll have a meeting in the morning and take it from there.
Well, I think when we talked to him in his chamber and he offered to let us join the cult, we were like, well, maybe we got some other stuff we're doing, but we do appreciate the offer. He was kind of like, okay, well, let me brood on that. You guys go to sleep or whatever. I thought, but I might be getting a different campaign muddled in there.
Nope, that was right. I'm just saying, do you guys want to wait for your meeting, or do you want to sneak out, or what do you want to do?
Well, at this point, we know the bar wants to have us killed, and I'm kind of interested in what the leader has to say.
So I was going to say...
And we do kind of need the information.
Yeah, so I was going to say,
Plus,
I think that the information that we can get from them will benefit us more. Plus, if we sneak out in the night, like, we're going to make enemies. If we can come to some sort of middle ground, or at least leave under the pretenses of helping them, we're not immediately putting them against us.
yeah, maybe they can tell us where the fire cultists are.
He's been evading that question pretty well, but we'll see.
I'm not evading anything. What do you mean I'm evading anything?
I meant the NPC.
Oh, okay.
Actually, wasn't there mention of a reward for taking out the Earth Cult?
I'm guessing.
Yes. I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah, I say we should wait and talk. At least find out. If anything, we can hopefully talk our way out and leave.
Let's do
We
it.
do have our horses, though.
All right. So if you wait till morning, you get a knock on the door at dawn. A servant will say that you're being invited to breakfast with the Lord Commander, and he will lead you down into the dining hall. You see what the fuck is the guy's name? God damn it. You see Maraska being served, being attended by Savra. A couple of robed servants are going back and forth. He will greet you and say, welcome, friends. Our bard companion left early with the morning. He tends to come and go as he pleases. And you know how bards are. Have you considered my offer?
Sai looks at Varys.
Well, we were wanting to know a little bit more about what you wanted us to do exactly.
He says, "The Holy Order of Knights is a sacred trust. We rule the air to protect and defend this valley from all incursions, in anticipation of our Lord Yanzi Bin's return. If you swear your oath to Yanzi Bin, there are many things that you can gain. You will get your own mounts. You will get the emblem that you may. Goddamn helicopters! We will give you a. The fuck's it called on the shield?
Holy symbol.
No, we will give you a heraldry, reflecting
okay.
your status as knights. And we will take you into our holy sanctum to induct you into our order.
Well, I've heard of your order before from when I was in Waterdeep, but I don't think I've ever heard of this Yanzi Bin. You mentioned him a couple times last night, and I don't believe me or my companions have any idea who this person is. I don't think we should pledge our allegiance to someone we don't know.
Give me a diplomacy check.
This is why you're talking.
Yeah, right.
100%.
Yeah. Persuasion, deception.
Whatever you feel like you're trying to do.
Holy crap! I think it is the new character sheet.
Did they add new box frames?
Yeah, it does look. It looks a little prettier all the way around. I did upgrade my thing from a $5 commission to a $10 commission, so I don't know if it has to do with that or just them having edited the sheet. But it is much prettier. Both the sheet and the things in the chat.
Nice.
He'll look at you and say, You may be right. There are always dangers in this world, but we cannot bring someone uninitiated into our holy places. There are many. I wasn't expecting you to make that roll. I'm not used to Varys rolling well. This is weird.
I don't like this.
He will tell you that I think that you have before ridden our mounts. You know of the grace and power of a griffin. I would ask that you use that to prove your loyalty. There is a group of mercenaries and thieves here in the valley. We have been unable to dislodge them. If you would be so kind as to take a few of our griffins and remove them from from threatening the valley, I will guide you to our sanctuary, and I will introduce you to our leader.
I think that's something we can take care of for you.
So I will nod along with him.
Gothic also nods.
All right. So he will say, "Wonderful. Savra, please lead these gentlemen down into please lead them down into the stables. Affix them with their mounts, and direct them towards the mercenaries." And she will bow and lead you below, down into stable level. These stables are open to the sky. There are doors in the front, but the tower kind of goes up into them, and each one is full at the moment. Give me perception checks.
What?
All right. Varys and Yeldar, you're both, as you follow along, you are, you see several griffins, not griffins, griffins. Gothic and Sai, you hear the croak of, on the other side of the, circular. So on the other side of the circle, you hear the croak of vultures.
Hmm.
Oh. I'm just so excited about actually convincing him somebody to do something that I don't even notice.
Considering our situation, I'm going to keep it to myself right now, but I am trying to gauge whether anyone else noticed it.
Okay. Gothic, how does it feel to know that these guys have, the vulture riders that attacked you previously seem to be based out of here?
Ah, damn it. That's okay. Okay. What was the DC on that will save thing?
What do you think the DC should be for someone like this? This is your role play. I apologize. By the way, you're not writing griffins, you're writing hippogriffs. I apologize.
Man, I want griffins.
No, not griffins.
Hippogriffs
Got-
really... Okay.
Is Gothic gonna wear them like roller skates?
What?
Hippogriffs are huge, dude.
Oh yeah.
Haven't you seen the Harry Potter movies? Come on.
Anyways, Gothic, is up to you what your DC is going to be if you're going to roll for it.
It should be one higher than whatever you actually roll.
So that I just blindly attack this douchebag.
Well, you don't have to. If you want to see if you have the power to overcome it and you want to use a roll for that, that's fine. I'll let you set your own DC to see what you roll.
Alright, well, my wisdom sucks.
So what's
But also, I haven't been in a fight lately, so the bloodlust isn't up. So I'm going to go with 10.
We'll say 10. All right, you make it.
I would have made whatever. Alright, cool. So I don't attack anybody.
All right.
But I'm visibly upset.
I'm gonna glance back at Gothic. Now I understand why he looks upset.
Yeah, he's muttering under his breath. All right, you guys mount up on your hippogriffs, and Safford tells you that you will find these mercenaries at the south end of the cavern of the valley. Be aware, there are some other monsters that nest here. It is a dangerous place, but I feel you'll be able to withstand anything that you come across.
Is this in the direction that we chased the Manticore?
Yes, in that general direction. He said now it's daylight, not dark, so it's easier to tell where you're going.
Yeah.
I guess that was meant to be in character. But I asked him, was the Manticore the only Manticore, or are there...
There have been rumors of more, but we are not sure. We have not seen the second ourselves, but rumor has it that there is another in the area.
Well, we'll certainly keep an eye peeled for danger then.
All right. So you guys take off and fly away. How high up do you guys go? The valley is...
Well, as we're flying, I'm gonna try and mention to someone. So I thought Ogremok or Yansi Ben was the air elemental god. Guess I was wrong.
I think we talked about this previously.
I know we talked about it, but he said he was going to take us to meet him.
Well, the Earth cultists were attempting to bring Ogremok into the material plane. Perhaps the air cultists have been successful in bringing their patron into the world.
Already? But wouldn't there be some kind of sign? Something?
I feel like of the cults that we have encountered so far, they have the most resources and were the least affected by us thus far. We've already, been interfering with the water cult. We non-stop, relentlessly attacked the earth cult. These guys not only have money and power at their bidding, but are secluded up here, and the townsfolk have no reason to interrupt them.
Well, that is very
So we
true.
should crush them now.
Or we could just take these hippogriffs and go our own way.
You can go your own way.
I feel like letting them summon whatever they're trying to summon is a bad thing. Like, we should absolutely not be allowing that to happen.
But I don't know about you, but these hippogriffs are awesome.
And we should also definitely keep those. We should keep them away from the final fight.
I think you're
Against
right.
those air assholes. We should definitely make an angle to keep the hippogriffs.
Much better than horses. How high is the canyon, or how high is the area that we were flying in?
The canyon is 200 to 400 feet deep, depending on where you're at. It's taller towards the north than the south where you're heading.
I'd like to be flying as high as possible, because like 180 feet is like spell and arrow range.
Okay. High flying adored. All right. So does everybody fly up as high as Gothic goes, or is anybody afraid of heights?
I'm fine. I'll follow him. He seems like a cool fella.
All right. Well, as you guys are flying around, anybody who wants to can give me.
I'm not afraid of heights.
Okay. Everybody who wants to can give me a perception check.
I thought that 20 was me for about a half a second.
Nope.
All right. Varus continues to waste good rolls on things that aren't terribly important.
Like usual.
Sai, you're looking around. This is a windswept, rocky valley. There is a river kind of coursing through it, coming out of a gully to the east. Yeldar, looking around. Let's see here.
Sai's too busy looking for the spot that he killed the Manticore. Practically by himself, he might add.
I'm still sore about that. That did not help at all.
Let's see, who is it? Yeldar, to the just to the east of the spire, you see some hawks circling, and it looks like a giant vulture feeding on something on the ground. Gothic, you notice in the gully, kind of leading up into the gully, you see some figures over that direction. You weren't told about anything over there. Varus, down along the river, probably about half a mile away, you see 4 humanoid figures and 4 large dog-looking creatures. Looks like they're foraging. That looks probably halfway to the south end where you're directed.
All right, I'm gonna hold back and go towards Sai, and I'm gonna point out those those dog-looking things, and see if he can recognize them. He's the learned one of the group.
Okay.
At this
Yeah,
distance,
and-
You can give me an investigation roll, but it's going to be quite difficult.
Come on, natural 20. Close.
Oh, that's pretty good. From what you can see, they don't really look like dogs. They look like maybe hyenas, which makes you think that those might be gnolls. They're known to use hyenas for hunting and scavenging.
I also point out the figures that I saw.
I'll point out the vultures. How close is the nearest person outside of our group?
At the moment, you're about 200 feet up in the air, so they're nowhere close to you.
I forgot to mention the vultures once we left the tower.
Well, I'll mention the vulture that I see, and I'll say something like, there's no doubt that these guys are who we think they are, but at least they weren't the ones riding the vultures who attacked us.
Sai's gonna give one of those finger in the air, well, actually, the thing about that. Did anyone else hear when they were giving us once we entered the stables, I'm assuming y'all have more experience with them than I, but the last time that we ran into those giant vultures, I could swear that I heard the same noise there in the stables.
I didn't hear anything like that.
Gothic will nod that he also heard the vulture noise.
Elder's just going to say he thought he heard something, but he thought it was Gothic passing wind.
We know that these guys...
Yourself killed.
We know these guys aren't on the straight and narrow, but I'm quickly beginning to get the feeling that they're worse than I was initially expecting. Obviously, they were cultists. I didn't have high regard for them, but I think that they might be responsible for more than I initially gave them credit for. And if they've already brought Yangtze Ben into this plane, then we've got quite a bit more on our hands to deal with. Also, those people over there are gnolls.
Also, by the way,
So what's our plan of action, I guess? Do we carry out their requests? Do we investigate what the gnolls are doing? Or
I definitely say we at least go to the cave or go to where the bandits are supposed to be. Because either we kill them or we can fight with them against the air cultists.
all right.
As long as we don't let them do anything that gets them considerably stronger, I think we could save them. Yeah.
Yeah, like taking out one of the other cults, rival cults.
Yeah.
About that.
Well, let's
We do the thing.
go investigate. Yeah, let's go do the thing.
All right. So you guys head out south to the along the river.
Yeah, the direction that they instructed us to go.
Okay. Do you hug the walls of the canyon, or do you just go down the middle? The canyon is about 500 feet across.
I would
Well, we did.
Actually, no, I
naturally.
apologize. That's actually a lie. It's much wider than that. At this widest point, it's about 2,000 feet across, so that'd be about half a mile across.
So I would naturally opt
Huge.
for the middle to stay the furthest away from being suddenly shot slash attracting the attention of something. But I will follow the group's lead.
I'm just excited to be flying on a hippogriff again.
I can show you the world.
I can show you. So I think that Yeldar is probably just as terrified as he was last time. I'm pretty sure I was wildly terrified of
Well,
flying.
we said you were terrified because you couldn't hit shit that fight.
Just like
you guys,
the last 19 fights.
so Yeldar and Gothic, do you guys want to fly down the middle, or do you want to take one of the edges?
I'll stay in the middle.
Okay. So you guys fly down the middle of the canyon. You're staying out of bow range, so you see the gnolls staring up at you, pointing excitingly, but they are unable to hit you with any shots. As you continue flying across,
I was going to say I voted for going to the side, but so I voted.
Well, quit letting me talk.
I just rolled a 1d2. Well,
so do you go with the rest, or do you go down the side by yourself?
everybody else voted to go down the middle, so I'm going to go down the middle.
All right, very good. So as you guys head down across, as you reach about the halfway point, a little bit further, go ahead and give me another round of perception checks.
There we go.
Jesus.
I am on
Killing
it.
it, team.
All right.
Nope, you
Um,
guys noticed nothing.
Three of you do not notice anything. You're told that there is something over here, but you don't see anything. Gothic, you do see to the west there looks to be some sort of nest, and to the southeast there is a cave.
We're all waiting on you.
On who? On me?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
the
you're
person that sees
you're
things.
you're the only one that saw anything.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Do we want to go to the bird's nest, or do we want to go to the cave?
I am curious as to the bird's nest.
I will follow your lead.
All right. Well, I will lead that direction.
All right. As you head over towards the bird's nest, none of you saw the form hovering above it about 100 feet, and you get dive bombed by a griffin as its mate rises up out of the nest, and we all need to roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I found your griffin, boss.
I guess that's the trouble when you follow like the best initiative, but it still sucks. 11, not a good roll still.
Yeah, of course it's going to be difficult. All right, fine.
No, because we don't have tokens, we don't have a turn.
Yeah.
For...
Fucking helicopters! All weekend they've been going around, they've been buzzing around.
It's been fire trucks here for some reason.
Sorry.
Though I saw another wreck on the way home. Somebody decided to go off the road, through a ditch, through two signs, and a chain link fence.
Aggressive.
That is the 6th wreck on my drive home since the new year.
Wow.
Was it the rain? Is it raining up there?
It has been raining, and Californians don't know how to handle sky water.
Nope.
Sky.
I was gonna say I don't think I rolled that bad.
Yeldar, you are first. You are about 200 feet up in the air being attacked by a griffin. You've got one coming from above you, is about 50 feet up. You have another one coming from... Actually, you guys were surprised by the one griffin, so he's going to get a surprise round on somebody. Varys, roll me a d4. All right, it's going to attack you.
Good job.
Awesome.
Varys.
To be precise, is going to attempt to claw at you while it bites your mount. I need to hide those rolls.
Dim crits.
Did I roll a crit? I
Yeah.
should roll
did.
a crit.
How well did you fly, Varys?
So-
Not very good.
Oh, well, it missed you, so it doesn't do any damage to you. It does take your hippogriff does take 10 damage, however. How much hit points does hippogriff have?
Hopefully more than 10.
Yeah, well, I was fearing for like a really long fall.
They have a bit more. So they have 19 total. So your hippogriff is wounded and struggling a bit now. All right, and then we get around to Yeldar.
One's coming from above, one's coming from below, correct?
Right.
And
And
Dick.
well, actually, one is now amongst you, attacking, trying to gnaw on Varys. The other is
And-
coming up from below.
how far is that one away from me? And I-
20. Yeah, 20. They have the hippogriffs have 60 feet of 5 movement. You're fine.
And how sorry, but how far are we from the ground right now? Still like 200 feet or?
Oh yeah,
Much higher.
You're about 200 feet up.
All right, so I can't fall. I was trying to figure out my slow fall. It's not even close.
Yeah, don't fall.
It reduces by 40. All right, I'm gonna fly over to that one. Can I get regular full attacks on it from if I'm within range?
Yep.
All right. I am going to swing my Spidey staff at it.
All right. That's a hit.
Stunning strike.
Oh, 1 second. Ow, 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 ow. Foot cramp.
Would a stunned griffin just fall out of the sky?
It would. And it does.
You just one shot a griffin.
You just one-shot a griffin.
Does it fall to the ground and die?
It's fallen 200 feet.
Most likely.
So it's not going to hit the ground just yet, right?
On its turn, it'll hit the ground, and it's going to be dead. So yeah. It's about a D6 for every 10 feet.
I'm tempted to like follow after it and have it die within 5 feet of me or 10 feet of me, whatever it is, so that I can get the extra addition to my HP.
Just
But-
punch it all the way to the ground.
I jump off of my mount and dive bomb towards it. I'm kidding.
I would say that would be really badass.
just for the extra, it'll kill me if I don't. No, I can't do that.
Only if you fuck up. If you do it right, you'll be fine.
I'll just get between Varys and the Griffin above us. Also in front of Sai as well, if I can. Like, I would kind of position myself to be equidistant from the two, but further above them, closer towards the Griffin.
All right. Sai, Yeldar has positioned himself between you and the griffin rising up from the nest. The one that was attacking Varys has plummeted to the ground, far below.
I cast Firebolt at it.
That is a hit. You do 14 damage.
And I'm going to put some distance between it and myself.
All right. We're going to see if which griffin that was that died. It was number 1 that died. But that one's not in the initiative anymore. By the way, before we finish this combat, I forgot to bring this up. Since I just had you guys level up basically last time, how do you guys feel about just going to milestone leveling instead of XP?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that
that's
sounds
fine with
better.
me.
It makes it easier to track everything. Okay, very good. Varys, your turn.
All right. I guess I can tell that my hippogriff can't take much more, so I'm going to fly further away from the griffin, if possible. And then I'm going to quicken 2 Eldritch Blast casts. And apparently only 2 of those hit.
For Griffin... Actually, 3 of them hit.
Oh, cool.
All right, 12, 23.
That is very low damage.
All right. Unhappy. Gothic.
All right, I'm going to fly up to the offending griffin and hit it.
Okay, yep, those both hit. All right. With a crack, you smack it across the face with your pick, and it plummets to the ground after its mate.
We'll look into the nest.
Okay. You land in the nest. It's got a bit of an overhang to it. It stinks of animal musk and damp straw. There are 2 eggs. You assume that they're griffin eggs. They're large enough that you would need 2 hands to lift one, and they feel warm.
We just killed
Okay.
Baby's parents.
Can I carry one and then land and make it for breakfast? Or whatever meal now is.
I mean, A, you've had breakfast. B, these seem like they are viable eggs.
What about second breakfast?
Would I be able to hold one of them, or is it too heavy for me to?
No, they're not heavy.
Yeah.
They're just large.
That's just floating disc.
Like, would it fit in my pack or no?
It would, although if you take damage, I may decide that they, crack.
Are we talking like the size of a basketball?
Yeah, like basketball size.
This discussion is leading me to think I'm not going to be allowed to eat these.
You could eat one of them. Yeldar's gonna take one of them and put it in his pack.
Yeldar needs
What
a
is-
familiar.
What is that? Never mind. There's a food that's like half. What is it called?
Use your words.
There's a food that's like half.
Fetus.
Yeah, duck eggs or something. It's a certain type of duck egg. I think it's a French thing.
Caviar? That's fish
No.
eggs.
I'll probably remember it halfway through this. To this camp or this thing. I'll probably tell you all later.
B-A-U-L-T?
We wait with bated breath. Yeah, so Gothic, do you try to eat one of those eggs?
I will see Yeldar keeping an egg, and my natural jealousy of Yeldar will make me also keep an egg.
All right.
I'll just say
That's it.
that at the very least we might be able to fetch a pretty penny for these, or raise one as a new mount.
You guys can give me nature checks if you like, or history checks if you want to figure out if they're worth anything.
Mm,
Do I know anyone that would collect that sort of thing?
Sai, you think that you know that griffin eggs, if you can bring them back viable, it can be worth up to 2,000 gold each.
Whoa.
Oh crap!
Are we sure we
Yel-
want Gothic carrying one?
Yeldar, you know that they need to be incubated about 16 hours a day, or they will fail in a matter of days.
I will command Archimedes to go sit on one of the eggs.
He looks both hilarious and annoyed on top of this massive egg.
I cast Prestidigitation on both eggs to warm them for the next hour.
I will. Yeah, I've communicated that information to the entire group, and I say we may have to think of a different plan than just holding on to them if, for whatever purpose we want for them.
Actually,
And-
I will defer to you on that one, Ken.
Did Yeldar learn how? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Prestidigitation is supposed to be non-living material, so I don't know if I can target the egg shell. Otherwise, we can warm
that's fine.
something and put it on the egg.
No, eggshell's not living. That counts.
Word. Well, Prestidigitation. Microwave them eggs.
Very good. So they're now nice and toasty. Again, Yeldar does know they need to have the better part of a day having. They're used to mommy sitting on them.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Gothic will ask Yeldar, like, how long? In a exasperated tone. Already sick of dealing with this egg.
that's a
Do
good
I know
question.
how long until it? Yeah.
Yeah, give me a D4.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, please.
Yeah, it's going to take 2 weeks. You think to well, you're not entirely sure because you don't know how far along they are, but they seem to be they're good sized and they feel pretty heavy. So you think it might be relatively close. So a couple weeks maybe.
Yeldar just knows that by the size and everything, I'm guessing, and he's going to take it out. He's going to smell it. He's going to lick the side of it, and then he's going to say, "Yeah, about 2 weeks."
And you're sure about this?
They teach you this in a monastery?
And Yeldar will kind of like, suck on his mouth, like what he already tasted. Just, yeah, about 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure.
Where did you say you were from?
A monastery. It's no longer there. It's up north. And I'm not going to want to talk about it.
It's in Canada. You wouldn't know it, guys.
It's a real monastery, I swear.
Hey, what a coincidence. That's where my girlfriend's from.
Did I say Ottawa? I mean, you probably never heard of it.
Sunnyvale?
Sonny, Mr. Leahy. I don't know. Do you know Mr. Leahy?
Oh, yeah, dude. I am the liquor Randy.
All right. Well, now that we've slaughtered these griffins or these parents and stolen their
children.
their children,
Their
I guess we're
unborn
ready to
children.
continue on.
Are we not going to find a more permanent solution for these eggs? Because I'm pretty sure we can't just, like, cast prestidigitation on them 16 times a day.
You don't
Well,
have
I'll
magical
let-
powers.
Gothic know about Balad or whatever it is.
I mean, we could try to protect them and just have like Lady, who was also in my pack, I assume, or I don't know.
don't Do you take your dog on the magical flying hippogriff ride?
I mean, the thing's huge, right?
She's going to be a good size. Well, the hippogriff's also quite big, though. Yes.
That's big enough to carry me.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, she's with me. I gave her some like doggy meds, and she's passed out.
Yeah, I mean, you got a big dog. If you had her sit on, if she was willing to, if you could get her to sit on the eggs constantly for a couple weeks, she'd probably be able to hatch those eggs.
All right, I found a purpose for this animal that I've never really used in the 3 months that I've had her.
Gothic will wave food at the dog and give it to it and say bribe and give it the egg.
Archimedes is still sitting on the eggs. He's helping.
All right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Do the rest of us see the cave from where we're at, or Gothic? Have you told us that you saw the cave?
Yes, at this point, I will have told you.
All right. Which way? Everybody, give me perception checks if you want to try and see it.
Jesus Christ!
Let's
Okay.
just get all these rolls out of the way before we go fight the boss.
Gothic, you are able to see it, and you point it out easily to everybody. Sai, you pick it up. Yeldar, you still can't quite see it. And actually, Varus and Gothic, as you're looking over there, not only do you see that cave, you see from your perch here on the roost, you can kind of see on top of a ridge, there's a bit of a depression. But it's about 50 feet up off the base of the floor of the canyon. And there appears to be maybe a blind or a watch post set up.
Blind watchman.
Like a hunting blind, kind of.
Okay. Well, now that I see we're near where we're going, I'm going to activate my unarmed defense.
Gothic's gonna point at our griffins and then point at the bandit camp and be like, bird enemy.
I want the birds to attack the enemy.
No, bird's their enemy.
But you don't have griffins, you have hippogriffs.
Right. That's what I meant. I'm pointing at the hippogriffs.
Okay. Okay, we still don't see any bandits over there, but you were told that there was something over in this direction, and you have 2 places to investigate for it.
I just don't want
Well.
them to attack us like before diplomacy. So if we like come at them as if we're the air knights on the hippogriffs, then we're gonna get attacked on site.
Well, we don't have another way of getting up there, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah, they're about it's about 200 feet away to the ledge with the blind on it.
Could we fly up higher and use the suits that we have?
Sure.
What do you guys think? Or should we just roll in on the hippogriffs?
Does everybody have a suit?
We should have 4 of them.
I don't want. Yeah.
He might need 2 of them sewed together.
I have one that says fits me in my inventory. I rolled for it. I remember.
Yeah, I think I remember that now. Yeah.
Right, Sai, do you have one?
Y'all never technically handed me one.
We'll say you gave him one. You had one set aside.
Sure. They're on the team treasure, so you know.
Yeah.
I assumed I had access to one. I'm fine with rolling up on the hippogriffs. I don't know if I want to change clothes midair.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get to the hippogriffs once we fly back down. It's a long way down.
Yeah.
Guess we could fly in non-threateningly.
All of our non-threatening entrances so far have worked great.
Yeah, I almost talked us into getting the Earth Cult once. It almost ended in a total party kill, but it almost worked.
Yeah, almost.
You've been working with the air cult quite well. Haven't had any issues there.
They gave us stuff.
That's true. He gave us these hippogriffs.
Yeah.
But I think that Gothic, you should be the first one to fly out there.
Yeah.
You're very
I think
good
we'll
at.
begrudgingly fly up there first.
I'm gonna look to everybody else, or kind of like that worked.
All right. As you fly up there, a moment. You see. Give me an investigation roll.
Booyah.
Yeah, you're flying around. You don't see much. It just looks like a tangle of bushes and whatnot. Maybe you were mistaken.
So I don't see the encampment.
No, I mean you thought it looked like a hunter's blind, like you've been hunting
With
before. You set up
so
blinds,
many
but
problems.
as you get closer, it just looks like a bunch of bushes stacked on top of each other randomly.
Okay. I will, in that case, fly back to the party and tell them that I didn't see anything. Unless they're like already followed up behind me. I don't know how close they were.
We
Okay.
gave
They
you
didn't say they fell.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say, so meh.
Okay. So where you guys? So you guys, how far away? Where are you guys at right now? Imagine like, let's see, how wide is that right now? Canyon's about 1,000 feet wide at this point. About a quarter mile. It's about 200 feet high. The Griffin Roost is up pretty high. The ridge that you were thought that the blind was on is about 100 feet lower than that, and about 200 feet towards the middle of the canyon.
I probably would have gone after Gothic after he actually went.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would have stayed probably 100 feet back from Gothic, but I would have stayed within range so that if things suddenly started happening, I was in respond to those things range. So
Okay.
maybe
You can give-
150 feet from the blind when he turns around and starts coming back.
Okay.
I would have been as close to him as possible. Probably a little.
Yeah, and it's not like I turn around immediately either. Like I look around a little bit.
Right, that's what the investigation roll's for.
Yeah.
You can all give me investigation rolls. Anybody who's more than 100 feet, that's staying 100 feet away, Sai is going to be the same as disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. Yeldar, if you want to give me investigation rolls, well, all right. Sai, you think you see some movement in there. Yeldar, so do you.
Then I'm going to be confused when Gothic turns around and starts coming back, and I'm going to give him one of those, like, do you not fucking see the thing guy, like, hand gestures? And motion towards the blind again.
Does that
What,
prompt me to make another roll? I don't know.
You don't have to, as Sai is making those gestures. Out of the canyon burst several winged humanoids flying towards you.
Oh, great.
Winged humanoid, you say?
Mm-hmm.
how far away are they?
They're probably about 100 feet away.
Yeller's gonna point at them and then like drag his finger across his throat.
Do they look friendly?
Probably should have asked that, huh? Before I threatened to kill them and their families.
Give me an investigation or insight roll if you like.
At advantage, right?
But with that roll, they are armed, but they don't appear. They appear maybe cautious. They know they were spotted, but they are not coming directly towards you.
Do I know anything about harpies?
You can give me a nature or arcana check if you like. All right. They do not appear to be harpies. They are, in fact, they look like this.
Oh. That was my next guess.
Birdman.
Birdman. I used to love that show.
Fantastic show.
So, how are they reacting to us? They burst out of their spot.
They burst out. They're heading towards you. They are armed, but they are not like their weapons aren't necessarily like at the ready. Like they don't look like they're coming to immediately start to fight. But they obviously are going to be confronting you.
I ready in action to
All
cast Firebolt at the clearest, closest one. Should combat break out.
All right. As they come within about 50 feet of you, the leader, most of them kind of stop and, not like flying in place, but they're kind of like circling. The leader will fly towards you and say, "You ride the mounts of the evil ones, but you are not dressed like them. Why do you come to our canyon?"
We were told there were some human bandits or some enemies this way. Have you seen them?
We are the enemies of those. He says something in Arakan, unless any of you speak.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Auran.
speak Terran.
No, this is Auran. This is the opposite of Terran.
Oh, the bird language.
And they're filth. Why are you conspiring with them? Who are you to confront Araka in our lands?
We're adventurers. I kind of like motion to the fact that we are dressed like a bunch of adventurers, and we don't help them by choice. We're trying to get information from them. So far, they have only sent us against other cultists that they deem their enemies. But some friends of ours are still in grave danger, and unfortunately we find ourselves needing information that we think that they might have.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Sure, with disadvantage.
That's true.
Nice.
He looks at you, and he says,
I was hoping Gothic was going to say something.
he looks like he does not look like he believes any of this. Does anyone else want to try?
I can't think of anything to say.
Come on, Warlock. Charisma score over here.
Barrish can just say, yeah, that, and roll.
Yeah, we didn't come here to fight. We're trying to gather information. My friend is
Ugly.
yeah. Yeah, what our friend here says. But what he's saying is the truth.
Give me a persuasion roll. All right. I was giving you a disadvantage on that because Messiah already failed it. But he's looking. He's like, come to our nest and we will talk.
I make a visible effort of putting my weaponry at ease.
All right. He will lead you back into the blind. And he says, who do you seek that you would truck with cultists, murderers, and thieves?
Well, we've had some dealings with these cultists before. We took care of we met some of the earthen variety further north, and we dealt with them, and we've kind of came into a situation that, yeah, we ran into a situation where the only way we could leave alive would be to accept a quest to come out here and investigate this area. But to me, you and your companions don't seem to be bandits. We were led to believe.
Bandits. This valley was our home. That spire was our throne until the evil that is Yanzi Bin entered this canyon, and those filthy, says something in Arin, drove us out. They wish to rule, but they do not know Yanzi Bin. They do not know the elemental lord. He is fury. He is the fury of a storm, and he will destroy everything in his path if he is freed into his realm.
We've heard that name quite a few times. Who you say he's the elemental of the storm? I guess that means that the cultists here have not yet summoned him.
You would know if he had summoned them. We believe that they have a sanctuary underground. We have seen them going into a gully, and people, robed figures, walking in and not exiting for some time.
How far do you and your tribe venture from this valley? Do you have any idea to the happenings elsewhere, or?
Happenings elsewhere do not concern us. This valley is our home.
Gothic will turn to the party and be like, we still don't know where the fire cultists are, but the air cultists are a problem, and I thirst for battle.
Do you think you could show us where this gully is, where you see the rope figures disappear?
Yes, it is at the end of the. It is at the end of the river on the north end. About an hour's travel from the tower. As he describes it, a couple of you realize that you, I think it was Sai, you saw the figures walking into a gully.
Right, yeah.
Yep, so you know, as he describes it, you know exactly where it's at.
Well, so Sai, you know where it is? Is it near the spire?
Well, like he said, it's about an hour total travel from the spire. It shouldn't be too far out of the way for us to go there and investigate on the route back, unless we're planning on going inside. And he kind of trails off.
Well, that's something we should probably talk about. But friend, we never got a name. My name is Varus. What could I call you?
He says something impossible for humanoid voices to say. It says, "You can call me Polly."
Oh God.
I'm going to try not to laugh.
I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry. I had to laugh my own joke.
I mean, I'm pretty
All right,
open-minded myself, but I'm not going to judge.
Polly.
Oh, Polly with 2 L's.
Yes. Because he's a bird, so like Polly was a cracker.
I know, it was a sex joke.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you thought I was making a sex joke.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Sex joke intermission. If they are trying to bring Yanzi Bin into the world in the same way that the Earth cultists were attempting to summon Ogremok, we can only make the educated guess that the water cult and fire cult are also attempting to bring their patrons to greater power into the world, which means that we have dealt with one of those four powers, but we might have 3 more instances of that going on that we need to stop. We know where the Earth cultists are apparently conducting that ritual. We know where the water cult is based out of, but we didn't see anything like that in their dungeons, I don't believe. And we still have no clue where the fire cult might be operating. Sai's kind of like speaking aloud and trying to rationalize this out.
Well, thinking back, actually, when we went to the monastery that contained the Earth cult, we never actually stopped any rituals. I'm going to talk to Polly. So you're saying they have a ritual that they're going to use to summon this Yansi Bin. How do you know about this ritual?
He tells you that the legends of our people speak of them. We come here from the elemental plane of air. Adventure many times through the centuries, through the millennia. Foolish mortals have tried to summon powers they do not comprehend. Once, many years ago, a weapon was forged with a piece of the essence of Yansi Bin. That will be what is used to summon him.
A weapon that contains an essence of the elemental lord.
Gothic looks at
I was
his.
going to say, everyone
Okay.
turns and looks at Iron Fang.
If everyone's going to turn and look at Iron Fang at the same time, the bird again is just going to put a wing over his face and shake his head.
What, 2 sitcom?
He says, if you are willing to assist us in freeing our home, we can help each other. My guards and I can occupy the nights at the spire if you wish to infiltrate their sanctum and try to put a stop to them.
I think we'll need a couple moments to discuss this between ourselves. Do you mind giving us a few minutes of privacy?
He'll nod, and they will all get up and fly away for a moment.
So, thoughts?
Gothic is all in favor of smashing the air cult. In fact, that's exactly what he wants to do more than anything in the world.
We've only been going along with their wishes in an attempt to get information from them. If we go in there and we disrupt what they're trying to do, we have even more leverage to hold over them. If we can interrupt the ritual, take the power away from them, we might be able to either find someone that knows more about the fire cult, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all for storming the
It's
air
win-win.
cultists.
We either find out information we want, or we stop them from becoming more powerful while we go out and try to find the fire cult. So let's take out the evil that we know, and then hope that we get information about the evil that we don't.
That sounds good to me. So I guess it's settled. We'll take his offer and we'll go after the air cultists.
All right, very good.
Do
So he will
we-
come back.
I was going to say, do we want them to interfere at the tower, or do
What
we
else?
want them to just stay holed up in If they go attack the tower, are the knights going to realize that we're not attacking these guys and start trying to figure out what's going on?
Well, I had thought about asking them for proof that, or well, we obviously aren't going to attack them, but in case we did go back to the air cultists, we would need some sort of proof that we took care of the bandits. So I was thinking about asking Polly for some sort of proof that we had taken care of them. Perhaps some of their shedded feathers.
That's a good plan. An insignia or something.
That's my thoughts. But having someone draw some of the firepower away from the earth or the air cultists would be helpful. I mean, we took on the entire earth cultists ourselves, but we did it at different times. Not sure we could take on something on the Gorgon's level, as well as all of his underlings.
Well, let's proceed then, and then let's go into this knowing what sort of powers we might face, and I'm trying to think how to word this. Let's not make the same mistakes we've made this time around. Let's be more efficient.
So don't rush in headlong, or don't fail our checks on mustaches.
A little bit of column A, a little column B, I think. If a guy says leave him alone, he wants to just hang out in his room, we keep walking down the hallway.
Hey, it worked. Oh.
All right.
So
We'll go into that here
no-
momentarily. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, 5-10-minute break, and we'll be back momentarily.
Housekeeping.
That part worked. Till we got to the lich.
Mm.
All right, I'll be right back.
Sai is back.
Nice.
So we're murder hoboing, right?
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello again to all my friends.
Hello.
I'm glad you came to play.
That's not creepy.
Alright. So you guys head out?
Well, did we decide we're going to let the Birdman fight, or are we going to go back to the Spire?
We should ask them if they can care for the eggs while we're in the cultist temple.
That might not be such a good idea. We're right across the road, or the canyon from those griffins. And I'm not trying to be racist, but they are bird people.
So you're just assuming that all bird people are the same?
Well, I'm saying they might have been friends with the griffin.
Because that's stereotyping, sir. And in bird culture, that is considered a dick move.
Are you having this conversation right in front of the Araco?
No, not at all.
I think you guys
That
should
was
probably
out of character.
you should probably defer to the bird lawyer of the group.
You have a bird lawyer?
I specialize in bird law.
Harvey Birdman.
You guys, Always Sunny. What's his name? One of the characters, I forget his name, claims or tries to pretend like he's a bird lawyer.
Is it Chicken Boo?
What?
Oh, God.
Chicken Boo from Animaniacs.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yep. Anyways, what are you guys gonna do?
We're gonna go to the air cultists and we're going to murder hobo all of them.
Okay. Are you gonna go to the gully directly, or are you gonna go and murder hobo all the ones in the tower first? Or are you gonna send the air guys, the birdmen, to fight the main guys? Not the main guys, the tower guys.
Sai wants to go to the temple first, not the tower.
And does our bird lawyer say that we should leave the bird eggs with the birdmen?
Am I able to tell via nature if how they would feel, or maybe a history roll might be better? How they would feel about us having?
Yeah, history will be okay. Nature might be okay. Arcana might be okay.
I'm sure shit not rolling Arcana. Apparently, I'm not rolling anything really.
At least I have a like plus 10 to half the skills that I've been rolling today because I still can't get over like 15.
I feel like with my shitty 9, no matter what I remember, I'm gonna be headstrong on it.
Okay. So, Sai, you think based on the history, these guys are hunters. You think that they would probably, they probably weren't like pets of them. They probably were keeping them. They would have hunted them if they weren't occupied with the air cultists.
I see.
Isn't that cannibalism?
We'll just hope that Gothic doesn't get smashed in the pack, I guess.
Thanks.
Hey man, that's 2,000 gold.
It's true. It's a lot of gold. All right.
All right. So, well, I'm going to let Polly know that we are going to visit the Scully.
All right.
I guess he's free to do whatever he wants to do.
He nods and he says, "My warriors have been wanting to attack for many months, for many weeks rather. We will take back our home and keep your rear safe." And he will gather up some soldiers. Looks like there's like a small cave back behind here, with and so he gets about 10 warriors out, and they get themselves ready and fly off.
As do we.
All right. So you fly over towards the gully. As you start flying back, you see some forms fly out of the spire. They seem to be approaching you and the other figures, and they engage over the river as you fly down into the gully. Let's see here. As you fly down into it, you see. Everybody give me investigation rolls, please. Okay. Sai and Gothic, you both see. Yep, Ferris and Yeldar, you don't see. This looks like a box canyon. Gothic and Sai, you both see a stairway heading down. Like a stairway built into the back end of the canyon, of this little gully, heading downwards.
Gothic will flash a twisted grin and draw his weapon and charge down the stairs.
Okay. As you do that, hold on one moment.
I'm going to try and get my mount to stay where he's at as we get off.
Hold on a moment. I'm going to be artistic.
I can hardly wait. Sai moves away from the scary red line.
Scary red line is the canyon. You guys are heading in this direction, which is where the stairs are.
Oh shit. How did I do that?
Gothic was in front. Is anybody else teaming with Gothic? You're all hanging back a little bit.
I'll probably be up with Gothic. I'm just trying to focus my...
Alright.
He flew forward, so...
Right. Because what's going to happen here...
is a manticore is going to attack.
Oh, better than that.
Oh.
Two manticores.
Rocks fall, and everyone dies.
We're attacked by amoebas.
Jay-Z.
Attacked by the Earth Cult.
No, these are air cultists.
They're doing some earth bending.
Alright. And we'll need to roll initiative. They are getting a surprise round on you guys because they were hidden.
F.
Great.
Yeah, for all the perks of this new weapon, that whole not being able to be surprised thing would be handy right now.
Archimedes is still sitting on his egg, warming it.
Okay.
Probably not doing much.
Alright.
Just come up with some convoluted way to remember the prestidigitation on the eggs. I cast light on something. The moment the light goes out, I know it's been an hour. I have to recast my prestidigitations, etc.
Okay, that works. We'll say they stay warm then. This guy is about that far away from you guys, so he is going to cast Thunder Wave at Yeldar and Gothic.
What does that require me to do?
That requires a Constitution save.
So are we still on our griffins or our hippogriffs?
You are still on your hippogriffs, although you will not be able to take them into the earth. All right, Yeldar, you make yours. So you only take 5 damage. Gothic, you take the full 11, and you are knocked off your hippogriff. Well, you could be. You're pushed back. We'll see if you hang on. Give me an animal handling roll.
And I hate to do this, but I feel like it's my duty to bring up the eggs.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
The Thunder Wave is not going to damage the eggs.
Okay.
What made damage the eggs is the fact that Gothic just fell off his hippogriff. So now I need you to give me a dexterity save rather. All right. So he does manage to land on his feet undamaged.
Like a ninja. I jumped off the hippogriff.
Yeah, like a massive fucking ninja. This guy is going to come charging forward. And he's going to get some melee attacks in on you.
So Lady is with Gothic, and Archimedes is with me.
Okay. What's your AC, Gothic?
21.
Okay, so one of those does hit. You take 5 damage. Kicks you in the shin. Oh, everything just reloaded on me. What the fuck? My Chrome just crashed on me. Un momento. That's weird. Never done that before.
DM's gone. Everyone roll ones.
Alright. Come on, computer. Use can do it.
You can do it.
But the Chrome was using all the memories.
Must have been. What was the D24 there, Sai? Oh, you guys are rolling to see if you can roll ones. Alright, so the first guy runs up, he smacks, manages to get a blow in on Gothic. Gothic hits you for 5. This guy is also going to come up and try and tag team Gothic.
Jerk.
My cat might be killing himself. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. So I roll these damage rolls. He hits you twice. So here we're gonna have to roll. He's just hitting you straight up. Once he hits you for 5. Once he hits you for 7. Roll me a D100. Don't roll under a 10. Don't roll single digits, basically. Nope. Quite the opposite, in fact. All right. So now we're back to top of initiative, which means they get to go again. This guy is going to... Yeah, he stopped yelling. He's fine. He's looking for attention. I'm not paying him enough attention, so obviously I'm the worst.
I'm just saving that memory for later when I read the chat. I think you're probably the first human to utter those words in that particular order.
Did this guy go? Did the guy in the top left corner go?
Oh,
Yes,
sure.
that was the first guy that cast
Be that
Thunderwave.
guy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Now he gets to go again, and he is going to cast Gust of Wind at in that direction. Actually, it's not going to be towards Gothic. It's going to be towards Yeldar and Varys. So I need both of you guys to give me. What's when you start your turn? So on your start of your turns, you got to give me a Strength save, or you'll be pushed 15 feet away. And it basically becomes rough terrain to get closer.
Okay. Why aren't these guys making me roll deck saves? Jesus.
Meantime, this guy's going to punch you again, Gothic.
What a douche.
Hits you one more time for 4 damage. And now it's your turn.
What did I just do? Okay, wait a minute.
Where on the
I'm going
ground
to
or
hit
in the air?
that guy that just kept hitting me.
Gothic is on the ground. The rest of you are in the air. You're about 15 feet up off the ground.
I didn't mean to talk over you. I started before I heard you speaking.
No worries. The first one's a hit. All right. So that's 14 total damage.
As long as you don't give them that many turns in a row again, we should be fine.
All right. This guy's going to get his turn in. He's going to punch you a few more times. Again, he hits you. I'm rolling hot tonight, guys. 5 damage again, Gothic. Yeldar, strength save.
You mean deck save, right?
I mean strength save. And of course, I was too lazy that night to type in the spell DC. I suspect it's 13. Spell DC is 11, so it's not that hard to hit. But you still miss it. So you can push back 15 feet to start.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll roll a strength save for your mount to see if your mount manages to hold position.
This is accurate, right?
More or less, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Strength for him is it's 17, so it's gonna be +4 for the Hippogriff. Oh, he massively fails. So the Hippogriff is knocked off the ground. You are falling with it. Now give me a dex save to see if you're trapped under your Hippogriff.
I'm obviously going to botch this.
No, you're alright. Alright. So Hippogriff crashes to the ground. He takes 3 damage, and you are you manage to roll and kind of keep your feet, but you are blasted back from that guy, and you have it takes double your movement basically to get to move anywhere.
So I could still get to him. Maybe.
Probably. What's your movement?
50.
Yeah, you can get to him.
I'm going to punch him, and if anything lands, it's going to stunning strike because I don't like him.
Okay. It's a hit. That is not a hit.
Well, the first one will stunning strike, and then if he's stunned, the second one will hit.
Okay. So let me ask you this. He also needs to roll a con check for the spell. Would you rather the first con check be for the spell or first con check be for Stunning Strike?
For the spell.
Actually, let's get a roll first. What do you hit him for? 16? So he'll need to roll 10 for that. Nope. So he definitely loses the spell. Now we'll see if he's stunned. He is not stunned.
All right, and then I will follow it up with Flurry of Blows.
All right, both of those are hits.
8 and 7, 15, plus 16. Right, so a total of 31.
31. All right. And you beat him with your staff, and you punch him in the throat a couple times, and he goes down.
Noise.
Varys.
You see his ki flow into my body.
Kiki.
Alright. So that was the guy who cast Gust of Wind, right?
Right, so you're no longer in the Gust of Wind.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to land, and would it be a free action to dismount?
It'll be half your movement. It's kind of like standing up.
Okay, that's fine. All right, well, I'm going to light. I'm going to dismount from my hippogriff. Then I'm going to fire off at a couple of just blasts at this guy.
Okay. Those both hit. All right, and that's enough. And so Gothic, as you bury your pick into his chest, a couple bolts of energy come flying around you and impact him in the face, and he goes down.
All right.
All right, Sai.
I'm a simple man. I shoot the last guy with firebolts from my griffin mount.
All right.
Hippogriff mount. Hey.
That'll do it. 26. All right, he is still up. He's got a burning patch of black on his chest. Gothic.
I'm going to attack that guy.
It's a good thing I got that 4 out of the way.
Yep, those are both hits. All right, he had 6 hit points left. You just hit him for 39. Jesus, that's more hit points than he had to begin with. So yeah, would you like to describe how you turn this guy into paste?
Viciously and without remorse. Until he is a crumbling pile of bone goop.
Yep. And then you guys can head down into the stairwell.
Are we just gonna leave the hippogriffs out here?
Well, we should probably chain him up to something.
Do they
Oh,
come
there are these
with,
big
like,
ass rocks.
I was gonna say, is there like rope leads or anything on the hippogriff, or do I need
Yeah,
to take out a?
I mean, they don't have like rope leads, but they have their reins and the mounting, like a saddle.
Well, I'll do what I can to secure my mount to a sizable chunk of rock or stalag.
Okay.
Might.
And they're trained, so if you it's like a horse. If you wrap a trained horse's reins up, they'll stay put.
Okay, I'll do that too.
Yep, that seems intelligent.
Then I'll go in.
Okay. Very good. Give me just a moment here, guys. Where you belong. I wanna be Kate. Kate.
Final answer.
I'm just setting up. I gotta put you guys on the map, and then I'll show you where at. You're gonna be in the bottom left of this map, by the way.
I was talking about the song.
Oh.
I just
I
went
like
to
the
the
Ben.
portion of the map where there's obviously been Fog of War edited.
Sure, don't have any editing on any of the Fog of War.
There's like if you delete the Fog of War and then re-edit back, sometimes there's a thin line. It doesn't reveal anything, just from the player end you can see that something was mucked with.
I just reset everything. I didn't realize it did that. Yeah, you're a little bit further off to the left than that.
Yeah, he's just pointing out the long rectangle of edited space.
Gotcha. Gothic Greybat. I have way too many fucking things. Alright.
I hope to kill some of them for you. So
Well, I was referring specifically to tokens. I need to erase some old characters that aren't in the game anymore. I guess I'll have Ragnar in there.
He seemed cool.
Nice enough kid. A little quiet. He was young. I think he felt a bit intimidated by the adults in the game.
I can't fault him there. We were all new and kids at one point.
I didn't fault him for it. It was my fault for not, saying 18 or over for the game. Although he turned 18 while we were playing, I think. All right. The carved relief of two dwarves face one another in profile to complete an arch beyond this ledge. Through the arch, the blocky contours of a lost dwarven city sprawl in the subterranean night. By the way, who doesn't have dark vision, by the way?
me, I think.
I think it's Gothic, and before we went into the dark, I had already
But I have
cast.
tremor sense.
I had already cast light on something to use it as a timer, so I could just give that rock to Gothic as a torch or something.
No, I have tremor sense, so I can effectively see via feet.
Basically, you're Toph.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't see the visual descriptions that I'm giving you.
No.
Through the arch, the blocky contours of a lost dwarven city sprawl in the subterranean night. From somewhere within comes the agonizing wail, followed by a breathless ramble of whimpering pleas. Then the whole city seems to join the chorus with the screams of creatures mad from torment.
Jesus.
This sounds like a happy place.
So onward, I suppose.
Okay.
I was moving my token forward to try and see down the hallway.
All right, 1 second here. So that's actually not a hallway. That is a massive chasm.
Oh, I didn't see that there was a door here, I think.
Yeah, there's a door. So hold on. I apologize. An enormous chasm splits the earth as far as the eye can see in the pervasive subterranean darkness. A crude, narrow stairway hugs the rock alongside the chasm, twisting madly in hairpin turns around sharp outcroppings, jagged and uneven. The stairs threaten to spill travelers into a chasm's mouth. After several treacherous miles, the stairway terminates on a broad, flat landing that juts out over the immense black chasm. In the gloom, a lost dwarven city lies in ruins beneath the glittering cavern vault. Broken statues stand in the midst of empty plazas, staring sightlessly into the darkness. A huge step pyramid rises at the edge of the precipice, and from the moat that surrounds it, a misty waterfall whispers over the chasm's ledge. So let's see here.
Which direction did we come down?
You came down from this direction.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. I didn't know if we came out the door and we're turning around to the right.
No, you came down this way.
Okay.
Okay. Now that door is actually open, so let me give me a moment here to reveal some stuff. A squat stone gatehouse stands at the entrance to the dwarven city. Beside the open gates, an arched corridor zigzags past sturdy stone walls where arrow slits squint from every angle. At the end of this murderous hallway stands the entrance to this lost dwarven city.
So which way we want to go?
The shadows are doing weird, angly things. Judging from our previous experience, I think we should clear the gatehouse in case there's anyone in there so they can't shoot us as we move along the ledge.
It's probably a smart idea. To the gatehouse.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's an interesting design.
The builder really, really hated the client. It was like, fuck it, I'm gonna use twice as many walls.
Maybe he hated the workers. It's like, you gotta build 4 times as many corners.
All right. So you have this jagged hallway going back and forth. Insane cries and pleas echo from within.
From the gatehouse?
Yep.
Ah, I thought the sound was coming from the left.
It's coming from all around, but
Oh.
it's you. Also, if you walk inside the gatehouse, you're going to hear it in there as well. You can't really go into the chasm. The chasm goes straight down.
Yeah, I thought that I can't see past like here, so I didn't know how that ledge played out.
That's because there's a wall there.
Well, that would make sense.
Oh.
See, I thought there was a
You should
gate.
be able to see more of the chasm, I guess. But
Basically, we need to go through this door.
Yeah, I couldn't tell that before. I thought there was a pathway along the cliff edge, and that the gatehouse looked out onto that path so that we could get shot out of the murder holes.
oh, I see. There's murder holes inside of this path here.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought the murder holes were here, looking out at the path we were on. All right, carry on. Sai takes up position at the back of the group as we kind of slowly enter this place, I guess.
Yeldar's gonna try to sneak ahead. Just gonna scoop past Gothic.
Okay. All of the arrow slits are closed. They have like metal shutters over them, and there are cries coming from inside.
I'm keeping my light hidden at this point unless Gothic specifically needs it.
Yeah, no, Gothic's using the old tremor sense. So,
Can we make out anything about the cries coming from inside there? Male, female, race, anything?
You can give me perception checks if you like. Mostly sobbing, begging for pity, for mercy rather. Let's see here. They are. They all appear to sound to be human. 2 men, 2 women, are the different voices you can hear.
All right. Even though they're closed, I'm still gonna keep. Oop! I just lost my guy. I don't know where he went. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You just moved into the darkness.
I'm gonna click ahead. Click ahead. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna move ahead. Should I roll stealth, or does it not matter because no one's gonna be able to see me?
It's completely up to you.
And I'll keep advancing. What is at the end of this hallway?
There is a doorway there.
Is the door open, or is it just a?
It does not appear to be open. The door is closed.
All right, I'll go up to it and put my ear to it, see if I hear anything on the other side.
Okay. You hear more of those cries echoing.
I'm gonna point at the door and put both of my fists up to my cheeks under my eyes and like twist them, and then point to the door, like the universal crying symbol.
We should at least check it. Think.
I mean, we're here.
All right, I'll gently rattle the handle, see if it's open.
Okay. You don't see a handle, but as you push on it, it kind of spins on a central pivot. It basically like splits the doorway in half, so there's a 3-foot gap on each side that you can walk through. And what you see is a hallway. I hate the polygon reveal tool. I'm just shit at it. Seems to go down in this direction. Seems to go down in this direction.
And do I see anybody down, like any figures down this hallway?
You do not.
I'll give the all clear symbol and sign for all clear. And
Oh, you do actually. You do, but you do hear a bit of music.
can I tell if it's coming from like here or back here anywhere?
Give me a perception check if you like. Yeah, you're not sure.
All right, I'll just keep advancing ahead. I'll probably get to like right here and this corner here and see if I can peek at anything around the corner.
All right. You did roll stealth, and you're pretty stealthy. All right. This heads towards the pyramid that you saw as you walked down the steps. This hallway continues down further.
And I don't see anybody.
Let's see here. 1 second. What do you see down 16? That's a good question. Each of these obelisks, 3 tapered obelisks, their sides inscribed with ancient pictographs, stand in a row, their peaks scraping this 15-foot-high ceiling. Each obelisk has a gaunt human tied to its base. Around the obelisk, a colored cobblestone mosaic depicts Moradin, a huge warhammer slung over his shoulder.
Moradin. If this was a cultist.
Well, it's the Dwarven City, remember?
Right. You said there were people that were tied to it, or tied to these pillars?
Yes.
Oh.
Can we try and untie them?
You can if you like. Actually, 1 second here.
Can we tell what kind of condition they're in?
Yes. What was your perception check there? The 9? Okay. All right. So yes, who's approaching the bound figures?
I'll approach. I'm ahead of everyone. I'll approach and just see if I can see if they're alive, if what kind of condition they're in.
Okay. They seem to be suffering from extreme starvation. They're wearing the robes that you saw as servants up in the tower. They have hollow rib cages. Their bellies are more than concave spaces where the flesh stretches thin across their bones. Their arms, legs, and faces are similarly skeletal, and terrible welts cover their bodies.
Are they conscious or barely conscious, or?
One of them is unconscious. 2 of them are conscious. One of the conscious ones is kind of chanting to himself.
Before I do anything, I'm gonna look back at. Is that Cyrep behind me?
Yeah, Sai was creeping forward to keep an eye on things.
I'm gonna whisper to Sai. I don't care. What cult they serve. No one deserves this fate. But what do you make of this chanting?
We need to make sure it's safe before we start. As important as it is to free the prisoners, let's not let them burden us if it's not safe.
Do I see any traps or any mechanisms that might be triggered if any of these people are removed?
You did not see any with your perception check that you did previously.
So I was gonna move forward. This is a corner right here, right?
Yes. Looking down there, there is another path that seems to go around.
And just doors off to the east.
Yeah, you've got doors there and there. This hallway continues a bit further.
Ah.
You're not sure. You're not sure to where.
Okay. So I was gonna kind of motion for the other two to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter for Gothic. So I will kind of motion for the others to come forward. That it's safe up to this point. And kind of, he'll give Yeldar the ranger like 2 fingers to the eyes and motion down where 16 is, kind of like in a. Can you see or hear anything from that direction?
Yoldar will like start advancing up a little bit, very slowly, just maybe to hear and see if he can make it out anything coming from either of these ways. But
Okay.
I'm guessing he doesn't.
From there, what you don't. There seems to be a colonnade, and that's the moat. But from the angle you're at, you can't really see much. Again, there is a ceiling over this. It's about 15 feet up.
I'll give Scythe a shrug and an all clear symbol with another shrug. I don't know what an all clear symbol would be though.
A thumbs up. I don't know.
A shrug, a
Guys,
thumbs up, and
it's
a
cool.
shrug.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stand guard while you check out that first the conscious prisoner, I guess.
Okay. So the prisoner by that first pillar is the one that's conscious. His eyes gaze out with a religious zeal.
Are they wearing anything, or are they like stripped to rags?
No, they're wearing this. I mean, they're filthy at this point, but they are wearing the robes that you saw the sort of like the servants and the cultists wearing up above in the spire.
Okay. Yeldar, I don't know if these are prisoners so much as volunteers.
Yeldar
It's
will nod.
not the word that I'm looking for, and Sai kind of like gives one of those like circular motions with his hands, like he's trying to figure out how to say it. He's like, I think they're members of the cult, whether they chose to be here or not. I don't think they were necessarily kidnapped and placed here. They're in legion with the air cult.
Yeldar will.
The guy that Eldar's examining will look at him all of a sudden with fire in his eyes and says, "I will learn to live off air alone."
Can I roll a d20 to be creeped out?
Sure. Constitution save.
I've seen worse. Oh, that wasn't even a save. Whatever.
Can I, not expecting it, can I also roll a con save? And if I roll really high, if I roll really low, I really like reflexively just jab him in the face.
Sure.
Hooray for roleplay.
And you can take inspiration for that regardless of what the result was. You reflexively punch him in the face. His thin and brittle bones crack under your fist and he slumps against his bonds.
Well, Sai says. Did we lose Varus and Gothic?
I think they're there. I think they're just letting us run the show.
Varus, Gothic, are you there?
Maybe I was wrong.
And they're in the call. Varus and Gothic, if you're talking, you're muted. You're pulling a Yeldar. Matt, I see you lighting up, but we don't hear you. Same for you, Varus. Did your Varus say something? Tyler? Yeah, Matt, you're lighting up, but we don't hear you. We'll restart the call here real quick. See what happens. Actually, Yeldar, start the call on your end. And Matt's lighting up like he's talking, but it's not going through. So let's restart the call.
I'm gonna say I can't. I think Matt's lighting up for snoring.
No, not.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hello?
I hear Ken.
I'm here.
I hear
Yeldar's here.
Yeldar. Matt's still lighting up like he's talking. I don't hear him. Matt, do you have a mute?
I'm
button
here.
on you?
Yeah,
There you are.
I
Now
hear
you-
Yeah,
Mike.
other
Yeah,
people can hear me, mate. Hey?
yeah.
I couldn't hear. Only just now could hear you.
Okay, good.
All right, so we're just missing Varus then. Who joined the call again? He's in the call. He's not lighting up. I think Varus, are you muted? Tyler, you there? Oh, we may have lost Varus.
I might have.
It's weird because like when we restarted the call, he answered the call. Maybe he's have to wait to deal
I
with
was
his kid
gonna
or something.
say maybe he didn't leave the call and we just joined back into the call
Yeah,
that
it
he was
could be.
already in.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I was the host of the call, then I ended it, so I don't know. So we will continue on, and I'll control Varus until he shows back up.
All right.
We're probably only playing another half hour or so, anyways. So continuing on, Yeldar just killed a prisoner. Not a prisoner, but someone who's completely, not a danger whatsoever.
Well, he's at 1 point now. Zai's gonna motion towards the hallway to the south and say, you wanna start clearing before we venture deeper into the city? Can I tell, like... Sorry. Can I
No,
just
go ahead.
tell what these type of rooms were used for? Obviously, with the arrow slits and everything, Saya is assuming that this was like the guard room, and that's why he's saying that.
That was definitely a guardhouse at one point. The rest of these you're not sure without going into them.
I'm gonna recommend
those-
the guard.
And then the pyramid was obviously some sort of a ceremonial structure.
Yeldar will recommend that Gothic take the lead because he's a little shaken up about killing this guy on the pillar.
All right. There is a door.
I will check and see if the door opens.
The door does open, and when it does, there
I saw
are.
that. I saw that too.
Yep.
I make it so hard myself. There are 4 weird little birdmen creatures.
They don't
they are-
look. Sorry.
They are seem to be the source of the cries of anguish, and we need to roll initiative as they turn towards you with knives in their hands.
Tengu?
Yes, by senior studies, these are Kenku, nasty creatures. But what you know about Kenku is that they all they can do is repeat what they have heard. So even though they are making these terrible cries of suffering, they themselves are not suffering. They certainly heard someone suffering sometime
Okay.
recently.
They're mimicking the tortured prisoners.
Right. All right. Kenku is up first. All right. Shouts of anger and rage will echo from its lips, from its beak, and is going to jab at Gothic with a short sword. And not even get close. This one's further back. It's going to pull out a short bow and take a shot at Gothic. And not get close. Sigh.
Suck it, birds.
Can I get a clear shot down the hallway?
At this one, you can.
I will shoot firebolt at that one.
All right.
Maybe not.
No, that does hit. And that's actually enough to burn. You hit it right in his face, and it burns his beak off.
I was trying to think of a witty bird pun, but
Apparently, our monk is actually George W. Bush.
nice.
Yeldar.
Yeldar is going to run up and do a nice war cry as he does. And jump kick this one right in the face.
Don't worry about his side. This is going to be a very short combat. No.
Really upset with his performance. He's going to swing his Spidey staff at this thing twice.
Okay. The first one was enough to kill that one, so if you want to use the second one on another one, if you have enough movement, it's 10 feet squares again.
Ooh, 10, 20, 30.
It's,
Yeah, that's what you get there.
40, 50, yeah.
25 to the door, so yeah.
Yeah, times 2. Yep. So I'll swing the Spidey staff at this one too. I aim right for its beak.
All right. Yep, that's enough to bring that one down as well. All right. Gothic. You have been denied any kills thus far. There's one remaining creature cowering.
It is time.
It's time. It's time. It's Vader time. Yep, that's enough. You just smack it across the face, and it flies against the wall and falls crumpled to the ground.
All right, I'll take a look around this room and maybe search one of the bodies as well.
Okay. If you're searching the bodies, they're disgusting and they're dirty and they smell bad. One of them has a small pouch. It has 15 silver in it.
All right.
All right. Where to?
There's nothing else in this room.
No, this is pretty much a guard room.
Yep.
It seems to be where the Kenku were bunked up.
I'm gonna listen to this door.
All right.
Anything of note that way?
Which way?
From this angle, do we see any more around that corner?
Oh, I see. Yeah, the hallway continues down. As far as what's in there, one moment.
Unless I hear anything, I'm just taking up stance behind Gothic.
Roll me a 2d4, Gothic. All right, you hear several voices inside, chattering away.
In a language he speaks?
Yes, it's common. They seem to be. It seems to be a kind of a prayer for a couple of them, and a few of them discussing some sort of game.
All right, I am going to cast Shatter in the middle of where I hear the voices.
Roll the spell real quick. I think you might have to. Oh, Varys is back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No
No worries. I don't have it on my character sheet because it's through a weapon, but here's a link to the what I've been reading.
Let's see where it's going. I think with spells, unless it says otherwise, you have to see where it is you're aiming it. You can't just cast it without seeing the target area.
It reads, a sudden loud ringing noise painfully
Yeah,
intense erupts from a
Right?
point.
I pulled it up. So I was just saying, if
Okay.
it doesn't specifically say otherwise, you have to be able to see where you're casting it.
All right, can I kick open the door then cast it?
That's more your style anyways, I feel.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can kick open the door and cast it.
All right, it's DC 17.
All right. Roll the damage.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I thought I
Thanks,
was
Iron
doing,
Fan.
I thought I was doing well because my wizard DC is a 15.
Oh, that's not like my DC or anything. That's just like what the DC is. Like
Yeah.
it's assigned by the weapon.
Yeah. No, I'm jealous as
Yeah,
well.
it's a legendary weapon, but it also causes him to go on to homicidal rages from time to time.
Fortunately, I've gotten really lucky on those rolls.
Eventually, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see here. All right. You said DC 17. Was it con or strength?
Con, I believe. Yep.
All right.
That one guy.
Yep. So they all die except for one. There's one dude
Please
here.
tell me.
I'm not gonna make you roll initiative for this. These are not main combatants, so it's up to you what you want to do.
Please tell me these are bad guys.
Hmm?
So please tell me these are cultists.
Yes, they do appear to be cultists.
Okay.
I just annihilated a room of innocent people.
No, you did not. They are cultists. You are lucky.
If no one stops me, I'm going to stab this guy in the head with a war pick. So,
He has 4 hit points left. Roll and see it, make just to see if you hit him. It'd be pretty hard not to. Yep, you hit him. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So you hit him for 5 times as much health as he had left.
No.
You'd have trouble. You have trouble getting his skull off of your pick. As much as you're in here in the Air Cult Temple, the magical earth-infused weapon you have seems to be, you seem to feel even more bloodlust than usual coursing through you as you slaughter these air cultists. It seems to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where do you guys? You have a door here,
What
door there, door there.
what's in this room? We got like a desk or something and a table.
Yeah, it's a more or less intact room. There's some shards of rubble and broken pottery. There's a couple beds that are like cots that are laid down as a table has been put in. It's just kind of a living quarter.
If I see anything worth rummaging, I will rummage. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep following Gothic.
Nothing appears overly interesting.
Gothic's gonna bust into the next room.
Okay. One moment.
You said they were talking about a game. Did they have a game on the table?
Yes, it appears to be like a chessboard of sorts.
Hey.
No, you know what? Okay, they're playing Settlers of Catan. There's a hallway.
I want to make note to steal that later. I'm worried about keeping up with Gothic right now.
All right. So you just charging forward, Gothic? No regard for stealth.
Oh yeah, just moving. Hauling
Okay.
ass.
Give me another D20.
That's why I'm not raking Settlers of Catan into my bag of holding right now.
All right. So as you burst into that next room, it appears to be empty currently. It's another living quarters. With another door there.
Unless you want an investigation.
So if Gothic is busting out the door again.
Yep.
All right. You guys can see Gothic barreling through doors without a care in the world. There is a tunnel that continues off in this direction. There's a door there, hallways there, and there.
Any sign
I'll
of
break down
anybody
this
yet?
door.
At the moment,
You guys cut out.
That was weird. It like cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken?
We lost him.
Oh no.
DM's gone. Everyone roll once.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna end the call and start it up again. What happened?
Skype loves us tonight, y'all.
Hello.
Bounty Hunter sound check.
Mic check. Yeldar here.
I got
Okay,
Yeldar.
Gothic
I'm
here.
here. Ferris here.
We don't hear you, Ken.
No, Ken, we don't hear you.
Man, these cultists sure love their empty rooms full of air.
Gothic smashes the table.
Listen here.
We lost Ken again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's grabbing his phone.
All right, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Very good. So yes, room was empty. Gothic as you barged in. All the cultists appear to be elsewhere at the moment.
Gothic beat the shit out of a table while you were gone.
Okay. He's getting frustrated. There's no blood to spill.
Yep, he's gonna go to this door next.
While we were in here, is this door locked?
No, as you open, it's just an empty closet, sort of thing. Maybe there's some. Actually, I lied. It's not empty. There's some cultist robes in there.
Tempting, but I try and keep up with Gothic.
All right, Gothic, give me it up. There you go. Is that no? Give me another d20. All right. Give me a d2. Okay, sitting around this table. Are two robed figures, and we'll need to roll initiative.
I don't get a surprise round for like charging into the room.
Well, yours is as surprised as they are that they're there.
I guess.
It's not like you were being
Who are
stealthy.
you
You just
people?
left the door open.
You did just beat the fuck out of a table in the next room.
That's true.
I feel like that wasn't a particularly quiet endeavor.
I don't think anything Gothic does is a particularly quiet endeavor.
Including stealth checks, apparently.
All right. Who's next? Sai. Sai, did you do your owl?
Yes?
Archimedes first.
Sorry. It's two guys. I don't think I'll need the owl.
Okay. Then it's
Archimedes.
Sai's turn.
I kinda-
It's Archimedes type. Sorry. Archimedes. If you want to do something with Archimedes first. I give you Archimedes and the owl.
He's just going to pull back and come over here for now.
Very good. Now it's Sai's turn.
I kind of shimmy around this corner a little bit so that I can line up a shot through the door.
Okay.
And then I shoot at this guy if I can see him.
Yeah, you can see him. Nope. Yeldar.
Anything down that hallway to the north, by the way?
Oh, it is a continuing hallway. 1 second.
For the rest of my turn, I will step out of line of sight of them then.
Okay.
What do they look like?
Attack helicopters?
I'm gonna run in and swipe my Spidey staff at the guy closest. to the
Okay.
door, the guy to the left. And I will use Stunning Strike on him again.
All right. Nope, he is stunned.
I'm going to hit him with my Spidey Staff again. Ouch, that hurts him.
Let's see, 15, 20. All right.
And then I'm going to, assuming he's still up, I'm going to follow it up with a kick to the jaw, to his jawbone.
All right. Yeah, it hits him also. He is still up, but he is stunned.
Ouch. These guys got some HP.
All right. Second Skyweaver is going to take a step over this way. And he is going to hold his hand out, and a bolt of lightning is going to shoot towards Varys.
All right. I don't think there's anything I can really do, unfortunately.
Let me read this. I think it's going to affect everybody there, though, like your spear does.
Wait, am I?
Lightning bolt is a trail.
It does. So I need Gothic, Varys, and Yeldar to give me dexterity saves.
Oh, holla.
Okay. So Yeldar, you now don't, with your monk level, I don't think you take any damage if you make a dex save, right?
Yeah, if I make the save, it's 0 damage for anything that requires a deck save, and if I fail it, I only take half.
Right. So Yeldar, you're fine. You duck out of the way. Gothic and Varys, you each take 26 lightning damage. Gothic.
Alright, well, that sucked. I'm going to run in. I'm going to attack the same guy that has already been attacked.
Okay. The hit. You don't have to roll damage. He's dead.
Okay. And then I will attack the other guy.
Jesus. He's probably dead. Give me damage. Oh, well, you roll like shit.
That
10,
sucked.
15,
Wow.
and 21. Alright. Varys. This dude just fucking lightning bolted you.
Yep. Well, I'm going to shoot him back. I'm going to hit him with a couple Eldritch Blasts. Hopefully, one of those hits.
Yeah, second one does.
All right, for 14 damage, and I'm going to go over here and join Archimedes.
Alright. And it's Archimedes' turn.
He's going to stay over here for now. The
Alright.
people shooting lightning.
Sai, it's your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Alright, and that's exactly how many hit points he has. So your bolt of lightning catches him in the face, burns off all of his hair as he falls to the ground in Gothic speed.
Yeah. Gothic rubs his blood on his face like war paint.
Alright. So this is normally where we stop around this time. I'm okay with going another half hour or so if you guys want, but I know you guys are on the East Coast and it's later for you. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, I've got to be in the office really early tomorrow. So I am going to pass out.
Alright. Very good. Well, thank you, everybody. For playing, I think it was a pretty good session. I think we got a lot accomplished.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Before we go, Sai's gonna ask Varys. I saw you got hit by that lightning bolt. Do you need any healing?
Well, I'm hurting pretty bad, but I'm doing all right for now.
If you're sure.
And I'll take some healing if you're offering.
14.
All right, thank you.
Gothic,
Alright.
you doing all right?
Hey man, I can take your healing if you want to give me some healing. I'm actually below half health.
Oh,
Yelder's gonna say, "Why didn't you guys just duck out of the way of that lightning bolt?"
Yeah, sorry, dude.
if you're below half health and want me to cast it at 3rd level, I can do that. But
How much
Ow.
health do you think he has? He should be. I mean, he should have like what? What do you have right now? 80 hit points, Gothic?
91.
Jesus Christ! I think
So,
that I have like half of your hit points. No.
I mean, like, I'm the front line.
Yeah.
I took, like, toughness and heavy armor
Yeah.
master.
And more than that, his hit die is double your size, so it makes sense. That double hit points.
That's true.
Actually, no,
Actually-
you're a D8, so it's not that bad.
I'm a D8, yeah, and I actually have 62 at max when I have my temporary hit points. It's not terrible.
I rolled a 3 for hit points this level, so
You don't have to roll hit points. You can take the average. It's okay.
oh
Yeah, if I
see,
take the average, I get 10.
I muck up what I'm rolling because I have multiple games going. So even at average, that's what, a 3 on a d6.
No, it'd be 4
4 plus your con.
Okay.
because it's 3.5 rounded up, so it'd be 4.
Well,
But no, because you rolled it, you get what you rolled. But in the future, you don't have to roll in this game. You take the average if you like.
remind me that next 9 level science.
Okay.
All right. I will see you all next week. Well,
See you
I guess
next
not
week.
really see, but talk to. All right. All right.
Catch y'all later.
guys.
Have fun, yeah.